How long was the first fleet journey? It's a question that takes us on a voyage through history, back to the late 18th century, when 11 ships set sail from Britain on one of the most ambitious expeditions ever attempted. But exactly how long did it take them to complete this epic journey? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know the answer. The late 18th century was a time of great upheaval for Britain. Overcrowded prisons, social tensions, and the loss of the American colonies pushed the British government to look to the far-off land of Australia as the solution. The First Fleet was tasked with establishing a penal colony in New South Wales, carrying convicts, marines, sailors, and supplies on an unprecedented journey to the other side of the world. But how long did it take to reach their destination? That's the story we're here to explore. The fleet set sail from Portsmouth in May 1787, a departure that marked the beginning of a voyage fraught with challenges. 11 ships carried more than 1,000 people, including over 700 convicts, tasked with building a colony from scratch. Each day of the journey was a test of endurance, as those aboard faced grueling conditions and the uncertainty of the open sea. Life aboard the ships was harsh. Convicts were confined to cramped, unsanitary spaces below deck, while marines and sailors worked tirelessly above. Supplies dwindled as the weeks turned into months, and sickness spread through the tight quarters. Yet, despite the hardships, the fleet pressed on, driven by the hope of reaching the new colony. The journey was broken into segments, with critical stops along the way. At Tenerife, in the Canary Islands, the fleet took on fresh water and provisions before crossing the Atlantic to Rio de Janeiro. Here, they repaired their ships and resupplied with food and medical supplies. The final major stop was Cape Town, where they prepared for the most dangerous leg of the journey across the great Southern Ocean. Each stop provided a vital lifeline. If you're captivated by the sheer resilience and determination of the First Fleet, check out our exclusive First Fleet Legacy merch in the description. By supporting us, you can help preserve these incredible stories for future generations. The final leg of the voyage was a true test of endurance. The great Southern Ocean threw everything it had at the fleet: freezing winds, towering waves, and relentless storms. Supplies were stretched thin, and morale waned as the weeks dragged on. But finally, after months of hardship, they sighted the coast of Australia. So, how long was the First Fleet journey? The answer comes in the last 30 seconds of this story. The First Fleet reached Botany Bay on January 20th, 1788, after an 8-month journey across the globe. 8 months of relentless challenges, perseverance, and a voyage that changed the course of history forever. If this story has inspired you, don't forget to check out our awesome First Fleet Legacy merch in the description. Together, we can honor the incredible journey and the people who made it happen.